Uh, Confidence is highly overvalued. There's all this, there's lots of videos that sort of, well, not videos, but there's everyone's always singing the praises of confidence, saying you have to be confident, you have to believe in yourself. And I wanted to examine this trend. For one, if you're not confident, just telling someone be confident, believe in yourself, is not going to make a major difference. People don't believe in themselves because they're told to be confident. They believe in themselves because they've experienced things in their past that um, lead them to believe that they can be successful. Success begets success, and failure begets failure. You can't tell a child to be confident. You can't tell a child to believe in themselves. The only way that happens is if they try to do things and they either achieve those things or manage to maintain their resilience in the face of failure, which, you can only maintain your resilience in the face of failure for so long. Some people, if you're still resilient and you keep trying, eventually things can work out. But for other people, no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, no matter how many times they try to pick themselves up and dust themselves off, there'll still be some shit luck waiting for them, or they may not have the skills required to be successful, whatever they're attempting to do. Um, Maybe it's not worth it to them anymore to try because they can't get what their dream was, and so they can only go for some weak booby prize version of what they were going for. But anyway, so first of all, you can't tell somebody to be confident. The idea that you can tell kids, oh, be confident, believe in yourself, and it'll just magically happen is totally off base, and people waste a lot of time telling kids to believe in themselves and be confident. Follow your dreams, that kind of thing again. But aside from that, I'm not so sure confidence is even particularly the trait that is necessary in the current time. You see, because I think a lot of it depends on, let's say, we could tell people to have confidence, but only those people who have confidence that they can achieve a goal that will benefit uh, a large amount of people rather than themselves. Most people that do have confidence that they'll be able to achieve something for their own personal gain and not for the greater good. I mean, yeah, there are exceptions to every rule. You got Martin Luther King. He believed, he had confidence that he would be able to change things. He didn't change things. I mean, he did to some extent, but he didn't change things as much as he would have liked to have changed things. What I mean to say, of course, he did change things, but I guess the problem I find is that most of the people who have confidence are confident that they'll be able to uh, achieve some goal that will lead to personal gain, a lot of times at the expense of others. You know, think about uh, inventors, for example. If you have confidence in yourself and you, as an inventor, you come up with a lot of great gadgets, make a lot of money from making those gadgets, but you may not be looking at the long-term picture, and that's one of the things that gets lost when you're just super confident and have no fears, is that you fail to regulate yourself, fail to regulate the results of your actions. You start thinking, as long as I do this, as long as I'm confident in my ability to do this, then whatever I'm doing is good. And kids that are in the world to achieve selfish gain probably shouldn't. We shouldn't be imbibing them with that much confidence because their goal is is to um, profit off of the labor of other people and to use as many resources as possible. And you don't want people, I mean, since power begets power, You don't want people, believing that they're powerful, becoming powerful, and then thinking, oh, I can be even more powerful. And then it's just kind of like this, never-ending cycle until they think that they're gods and that they can do no wrong, and they never second-guess themselves, and they never question the long-term effects of their behavior. And that's one of the things, the problems with our society is, we build up these stars, celebrities, or I mean, not just celebrities, but we build up these massive public figures that have huge egos because there's a lot of sycophants around them looking to, glom off their success somehow or another. And I think, or if they're wealthy, there's people looking to gain their favor so they can be put in their wills, or be given inside information from these people, or get special treatment because with money you can bribe people to do things, or you have a sphere of influence that you don't otherwise have with money. And so basically, I think the people that end up really achieving a lot in terms of selfish individual gain forget that they have a responsibility to the world at large. Most of the time, if they are involved in charity or philanthropy, they're supporting causes that is directly related to their own self-image. Either they want to prop their own self-image up, or they want to support a cause that they believe will directly benefit those of like mind, similar to themselves. And it ends up becoming more of a sort of self, um, a PR move than rather charity for out of the goodness of these people's hearts. And or maybe a lot of times they're doing it because they want to do it for meet church requirements, and so they can believe that they're going to heaven when they die, not because they actually care. So all I'm saying is that blind confidence in itself is not that. It's a valuable trait as far as getting ahead in this society. There's no doubt about it, but it's not a valuable trait when it comes to the long-term survival of humankind. Second guessing is good generally. Not being overly confident in a direction that can lead to destructive behavior or process is probably a good thing. You want to make sure that before you do something that unfortunately that's not what's rewarded. So I mean, it doesn't really matter in the modern world. Just being confident and moving forward, you will be rewarded with money and acclaim and possibly fame or power. But as far as the long-term situation, unchecked confidence, I think in a lot of has gotten out of control in a lot of major power players out there in the world today. And I don't know if that's why they keep hammering home the confidence message. Because I think, again, I would say that the people who are in power want to remake the world in their image, want to make people in their image. They want everyone to behave like they do, and they want everyone to think like they do, because when people think like they do, they become more of the gods that they want to be. People like, oh, if everyone else is thinking like me, they'll look up to me. They see that I think the ideal way as defined by me, and I continue to rule over this, continually improving. Of course, they're continually improving everyone else's lives in their own minds because, you know, they have a lot of personal power and resources at their disposal, and they think that's what life is about. And they think they're helping people, maybe. But that's how big of a self-image they have. They don't even take a moment to think, oh, well, how are my actions affecting things other than myself? What's the bigger picture here? What are the long-term consequences? And so that's what I'd say. I'd say be confident if you have, if you're looking to benefit the greater part of humanity. But I wouldn't be so confident if you're just looking to create selfish gain for yourself.